Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can install and configure Git on your Windows operating system, and I'm also going to show you how you can create repositories on GitHub and transfer your files on your repository using Git on GitHub. So let's get started. First of all, we will see how we can install Git on our Windows operating system. So open your favorite browser and search for Git here. Okay, and the first website which will appear here will be from git-scm.com. This is the official website from which we can download Git. So just click this website, and once you are inside this website you will be able to see the download button or link here, which is this one, right? So just click this link, or otherwise you can just click here also, which is download for Windows, right? So I'm going to click this link here, and in here you will be able to download the Git on your Windows operating system. By the way, here you will be able to find the Git client, which is a GUI client, which we don't want to download because most of the times if you are a developer you may want to work with command line instead of GUI programs, and if you are looking for a job then most of the companies will ask for the commands instead of this GUI application. So this GUI tool will not help you to understand the commands involved in Git. So that's why you need to download the command line version, which is this one. Don't download, or I will not recommend this option, which is GUI client, right? So you can see this Git is already downloaded on my system using this download, and if you want some other downloads, you can see there are other options here also. So let's run this executable file. I'm going to run it, and I'm going to minimize my browser, and it's going to start installing Git on our Windows operating system. So now the setup has been started. First of all, the license information, just click next here. This will be the location where Git will be installed on your system. There is no reason to change it in my case, so I will click next. And in here you will be able to see some of the components which you are going to install. So you verify these components, and in addition I want to create a shortcut on my desktop, so I will just click this option on the desktop. Okay, so it's going to install a Git bash here and Git GUI here, but we are going to work with Git bash most of the times, right? Click next, and leave it as default, and click next once again. And in here you will be able to see three options. One is use Git from Git bash only. The second option is the use Git from Windows command line, and the third option is use Git and optional Unix tool from the Windows command prompt. So I generally like to use this third option, which will allow me to use Unix commands also and Windows command prompts also. So choose this option and click next, and leave everything as default for now, and click next. And here also leave everything as default and click next, and click install, and the Git will start installing on your Windows operating system. And maybe it will take few seconds, and once this progress bar reaches 100%, then we will be able to use our Git bash command prompts, right? So just wait for this to complete. Now meanwhile, while this Git is installing on our Windows operating system, let's go to our browser and let's log into our GitHub account. So just open your favorite browser once again, and then search for GitHub there. So I'm going to open my browser, and this time I'm going to search for GitHub and press enter, and most probably it will open the GitHub website, or it will show the GitHub website link, which will be the first link for you. So you can see this is the first link, which is github.com. so just click this link here, and once you are inside this GitHub website, you will be able to create your GitHub account. So it's really easy to create a GitHub account. You just need to give your username, email and password, and then click sign up for GitHub, and it will create your GitHub account. And then you will have to verify your email ID. So just verify your email ID, and once you have created your GitHub account, you can go here, sign in, and then you will be able to give your username and password and then sign in to your GitHub account. So I will give my username and password and then click sign in. Okay, so once you are signed in or logged in to your account, on the right hand side you will be able to see this option which says new repository. So in our case we want to just click this option which says new repository. Okay, so I'm going to just click this option which says new repository, and now you will be able to see this kind of web page. So it will show you the owner, which is your username, and then you will be having the option to create or give the name of your repository here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give the name of my repository, for example test git, for example, and then I can give the optional description here. For example, this is for testing git. Okay, so for testing git. Okay, and by default your repository will be public. If you want to make it private, you will have to give some fees, which we don't want to give. So I will use the public option, and just check this checkbox also, which will initialize this repository with the readme file. Okay, and you can optionally also give the type of the language you want to use. For example, C, C++, Java, or any other language you can choose from here. I'm going to choose none for now, but you can choose your language here, and also you can choose the license from here which you want to have for your repository, right? I'm going to choose none, but you are free to choose MIT, GNU, or Apache license, or any other license which will be added to your repository. So I will choose none for now, and then I will say create repository, and it's going to create me this repository called test git. Okay, and you can see readme file is there, which we have checked for this option, right? And inside the readme file you will be having this kind of text which you have given in the description, right? Now let's see if git is installed on our Windows operating system. So I will just check if it's already installed or not. You can see it's complete. So I'm going to minimize my browser, and I will just check this option which says launch git bash, and I will also uncheck this option which says view release note, right? So I'm going to launch git bash now and click finish, and it's going to launch git bash on my desktop. So this is a kind of interface you will be able to see for your git bash. Okay, so you can maximize it, and in here right now you are in this min gw64 directory. You can just type cd for chain directory and then press enter, and now you will be in your home directory, right? Now for example, this git bash you can use it like a Unix command line. So you can create directories, or you can create files or anything here. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, for example, this is my folder structure, and for example I want to create a new folder here. So what I will do is I will just create a new folder, and I'm going to name it as git. Okay, so this git I will be able to access from this command line. So for example, I will say here cd into my C directory. So I will just say cd/c and then press enter, and you can see here I'm in my C directory, which is this directory here we can see in the folder. Now we can list all the files and folder in this directory by using the command ls. So just give ls and press enter, and it will print all the files and directories here. And then we will be able to see our git folder here also. So just search for git, which is this here, right? So we want to go inside this git folder, so we can just say cd git and then press enter, and we are now inside this git folder. And then we can just say ls, which is to list all the files inside this git folder. Right now there is no files here, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone my repository in this git folder in the C folder, right? So what I can do here is I'll go to my browser once again, and you will be able to see this kind of link here. This is the link for your repository, right? So how you can copy this, you can just click this button which says copy to clipboard. So just copy this or click this button and it says copied. So this link will be copied when you click this button, right? So just click this button and minimize your browser. And then first of all, before doing this step, we need to configure our Git account for our GitHub repository. So we need to follow some of the steps. So first step here you need to do is you need to give this command here. So just give git and then config, just give config and then give minus minus global. Okay, so minus minus global and then user dot name and then your username for your GitHub account. So my username is p knowledge, and then I will press enter. Okay, so I will paste these commands in the description, so you will be able to copy and paste these commands, right? And press enter. This will set up your username for your Git account. So in the same way we want to give our email ID also, right? So in this step we will just give git config minus minus global, then user dot email, right? So just write email here, right? And this time you don't need to use your these double quotes. You can just give your email ID directly, right? So just give your email ID, whatever you have provided for your GitHub account, and press enter. So my username and password is set for the Git account, right? Now I can clone my repository. So I have copied this path from here, remember? So what I can do in the next step is I can just give the command which is git clone command. So just write git clone and then paste the path you have copied. So just right click and paste. Okay, so it will paste this path which we have copied, right? And then press enter. And when you press enter, you will be able to see this test git folder is created on inside your git folder, right? And this is the same repository which you have here. Okay, so what this command has done is it has taken all the files from your repository and then it has downloaded here, and now your repository you can use it locally also, right? So what next step we are going to do is we will just give ls command, and you can see here you have a test git directory. So I will just go inside this test git directory. So cd, just give test git and press enter, and then ls. So we have readme file here, right? So now what we can do is we can create some files here inside your test git, and then we can commit and upload it on the GitHub account. So for example, I will right click and I can create a new document from here, for example test document, right? And then I can say this is my test.txt file, right? And then I can open this text.txt file and I can give some random text here. So for example, this is my first text file, right? Something like this. And then you can save your file and then close it. Okay, so this file is there. and you can verify it from ls command here. You can see this file is there, right? So by the way, it has already has the extension txt, so I should not give this extra extension. So I will right click and rename it to just text file, so it will be like test.txt. so just write ls and you can see test.txt file is there, right? Now in order to upload this file to your GitHub, what you need to do is first you need to add this file to your Git. So to add this file, you just need to give this command which says git add and then the file name, for example test.txt, okay, and press enter, and this will add this text file in your Git, okay. Now to check the status of your files, you can just give git status command. So just give git status and press enter, and you can see you have these files, which is one is a readme file and other is new file, which is test.txt file, which we have added. So you can see it says new file test.txt. Now first of all, before transferring these files to your GitHub account, what you need to do is you need to commit these files first and then you can upload them. So in order to commit this, you just need to give this command which says git commit. Just give this git commit command and then give -m, which is like a comment you want to give here. So -m, and then in the quotes you can give any comments to your commit. So for example, first commit, something like this, and then the file name you want to commit. So I want to commit test.txt file, so just give this option. So git commit -m, the comment and the file name you want to commit, and then press enter, which will commit your file into Git. Now once you have done this, now you will be able to transfer this file on your GitHub account. So for you doing this, for transferring your file to your GitHub account, there is a command called git push. So just write git and then write push, and then write this -u, which will be your username flag, and then just give origin master command. So just write origin master. So just give this command which says git push -u origin space master, okay. So just give this command and press enter, and then this will push your files to your GitHub account, right? So you can see it's just asking for the Git credential manager for Windows, and then for the first time you need to give your username and password here in the Windows security. You can just give your Git username and password, right? So I'm going to give it and press OK, and now you can see it has transferred our files to our GitHub account, right? So we can go to our browser here, and I will go to my GitHub account, and this is our repository, and I haven't refreshed this page, so it shows readme file only. But when I will refresh this page, this test.txt file will also be there, which we have committed in Git, right? So this we want to see here when we refresh it. So let's refresh this, and once it's refreshed, we will be able to see this test file also. You can see here test.txt, and when we open this test.txt file, we will be able to see our text we have written inside this text file, which is this is my first text file, right? So this is how you can create a GitHub repository, and this is how you can download and install Git on your Windows operating system. Now if you want to make some changes to your files, for example, I will open this file again and I will just paste it a few number of times, or in something like this, right? And I will save this file something like this and just close it, And then once again I can give the commit command, and then I can give this push command to push my changes. So I will just press the up button to show all the previous commands, and you can see all the previous commands are here, right? So I can just give this command which says git status, and then it shows this test.txt file is modified, right? So we want to commit it. So once again press the up key, and this time we want to commit it with the other message. So this is my second commit, so I can just say second commit as a message. So just write second commit, and we want to commit this test.txt file, right? So press enter, which will commit our file. And once again we want to push it, so we will just give this command which says git push -u origin master, and press enter, and then this will push all the changes to our GitHub repository. So once you see success message, go to your browser, refresh your page once again, and this time you will be able to see this test.txt change to our change. So you can see this change is applied to our repository also. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.